recovery, I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
Then we'll have to make sure Duke Luca Abel doesn't overstay his welcome.
Karnaka's key leaders are flawed, for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
I appreciate your thoughts on the matter, Alexandria.
Does Alexandria actually realize who we are? Because we don't have the mask up right now, and she's never really made reference to it. I assume she just also won't say anything and it has noticed.
I wish there was something I could remember to help in your efforts. Megan is worried that someone will see us coming and going. I might depart soon.
Yeah, weren't they saying about tipping off the guard?
Anton and I are both in your debt.
Okay. Never used the heart on Sokolov.
Jindosh wanted me to help him with a rather complicated problem. It would have enabled him to make his clockwork soldiers at a fraction of the cost. Clever man.
Not clever enough. What's wrong with people like that?
A restless mind and an empty heart, perhaps. Jindosh would have snuffed me out as soon as he got bored. I appreciate what Emily did for me, freeing me from that place.
I searched for you, Anton. I would have found you.
I knew you'd try, Megan. They kept me going after they gave me to Jindosh.
Either way, you're back now. I'm glad.
It's nice to see them getting along.
Ah, the Empress has risen. A peaceful sleep, I hope. Nothing like the pillows at Dunwall Tower, made of goose feathers.
Sit down when you want to talk.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and my father is missing. This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire.
No, Emily. Megan is right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me.
She's in the other room.
It kept me alive from my knowledge that I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
She's the curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
Or if it even works. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's about the other thing. Dear patrons, due to an alarming increase in the mite population and with the full knowledge and approval of Duke Abel himself, the Royal Conservatory will remain closed for the foreseeable future. Our apologies. Remember the other guy was looking at contacting the Inaugural Order about the closure of the conservatory. And they told him to stop asking.
One of the more elaborate structures in Karnaka, closed to the public. More of the Duke's questionable rulership.
Anton Sokolov, painter, inventor, and philanderer, famous throughout the Isles, loyal only to himself. Sokolov wonders now if it was all worth it. Once put forth, some ideas take on life of their own.
Yeah.
the years have softened him. He seeks to make up for the wrongs from his past. He experimented on people during the plague years. Unwilling subjects who suffered needlessly at his hands. It was brief, but his time at the Hound Pit's pub as a prisoner stays with him. He was strangely happy. There is guilt within him for the things he did. But curing the rat plague saved so many. Not so long ago, the nobles vied for his attention, sent him gifts and flattery. Whose invitation would he accept? Whose portrait would he next paint? His past torments him. Can he ever atone for the pain he's caused? He's full of regrets, this old man. Sokolov, the once great alchemist. Some nights, he dreams of a young woman he once painted, decades ago. Her face, the most beautiful thing he'd ever beheld. She died before the painting was complete, and he burned it to ash.
Aw.
From Esmond Roseborough, Sokolov learned the power hidden inside whale oil. He harnessed it for devices that kill, and Roseborough took his own life.
Oh.
Some nights he wakes for the toilet, thinking he's at his old apartment on Caldwell's Bridge. He's confused by the layout of the dreadful whale.
It's getting old.
He retreated from Dunwall, tired of the petty squabbles of the elite. They still seek him out for portraits, new elixirs, or bawdy stories. Some just to see the great Sokolov, now stooped and humbled. It's all still there, in his mind. Every formula, every equation, harder and harder to recall. In his dreams, he sees the names and faces of every subject he experimented on, in the name of progress. They would flock to his lectures. When all the seats were full, they would line the hallways, straining to hear. Hypatia, Jindosh, all the great minds of today owe him a debt.
There's a lot to say on this guy.
When Jindosh held him, Sokolov believed he would die, and that changed him. He is so tired. He was remembering the great voyage he took by sea. So many men lost, reaching Pendiska, burning wastes. Anton, how great you were. Rest now, my friend. You want me to point the way,
Okay.
help you onto a path. No. Let's be lost here together for a moment.
Ashworth has an interest in the occult. That's a snotty way to put it. In another life, you might be facing me along with her. Head to the skiff when you're ready, Empress. Delilah's cult must be thrilled she's got the throne.
Cult.
She wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire.
Does she mean to bring more witches? The Euro napkin. Does it say JMP? I have no idea. We are. Anything else to say, Anton?
There's a spark in your eyes. Something other than hate, which surprises me given all that's happened. Maybe I should begin a series of bloodfly-related sketches. Infested corpses and the like. I've never paid a visit to the Royal Conservatory, but allegedly it has a number of unique pieces. The familiar creaks and groans of the dreadful whale. I lie awake listening, just to remind myself I'm safe again.
Poor bastard. Right? There we go.
Jindosh won't be making his army of clockwork soldiers.
No, he won't. Might shit his pants, but that's probably gonna be it. Okay, and yes, she has a book. I've seen mean storms gather, only to disperse in an hour's time. I've seen monstrous waves in the distance, towering like high hills. They were only a ripple by the time they reached the boat. Things aren't right. They never have been, but at least everything's been at the center for a long while. Now I worry all the time. For me, for Anton, for everything. I should quit, disappear again. Everyone else would, I think. Self-preservation is only natural. I could take my boat, go anywhere, be anybody, be nobody, nobody again. Not like that. I've had many different lives. Could I start a new one now? How many more do I have left? I'm so tired. Wish I could sleep and wake up as somebody else. Don't just take her book. Oh no. I'm still puzzled about this, wide hole in the side of the boat. Is it damage? Or is it stylized? Because if it's stylized, then that's fucking weird.
Push out into the harsh world.
She's just repeating.
You are alone, but for a few hours.
New travelogue entry. Brianna Ashworth is my next target. Brianna Ashworth. I only know her by reputation. Born to Dunwall aristocracy, she's a sculptor and the curator of the Royal Conservatory in Karnaca. One of Delilah's lieutenants, maybe her closest confidant. They each share a taste for the occult. While being held, Sokolov overheard conversation about a strange device being constructed under Ashworth's supervision. The Orcalum? Something more convoluted than clockwork killing machines, but every bit as dangerous, no doubt. I think an after-hours visits to the conservatory will give me the answers I need.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
May as well.
Let's go.
The Royal Conservatory. While held captive, Anton Sokolov learned the identity of one of Delilah's chief allies, Brianna Ashworth, which we already knew, but because we don't take into account the books we read, it's never, we had to find out via Sokolov. It's so annoying. An architect of the coup that took the throne in Dunwall, Ashworth is powerful and full of secrets. He was building a mysterious device for Delilah. Brianna Ashworth must be eliminated.
There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
Wonder what those options would be, though. Because I doubt Abby the Everyman's not gonna just kill her. Oh, Burn. We've seen him before.
Keep your head down and you might avoid a bloodbath. I'll meet you back here when it's done. If you can find Byrne's spying setup, he's probably collected some useful notes about whatever Ashworth is up to. Brianna Ashworth is a true believer. She'll never turn away from Delilah. Delilah's coven crossed paths with my old gang 15 years back. It was a bad time.
Yeah, it's Billy. Billy work. I knew from the first fucking moment. It doesn't help that the Dead of the Outsider was just coming up, but is being released, and I saw her face then. That's how I probably recognized her. Oh, okay. Thought I found a little cubby hole, but now it's just, not. I don't think that. Yeah, I think those are just civilians.
100 times I thought about leaving this place.
Oh, no one can blame me if you did. And he's just, fist fighting.
It's getting hard to breathe around here. I used to work in the mines. Don't recommend it.
Another day like yesterday, and I think I'll give it up for good. Better off in the void than another day like that.
Where? Liam Burns information and Royal Conservatory. I really need to go visit Black Market. I have practically no supplies left.
Wonder who that was.
Damn. Please don't strike, please don't strike, please don't strike. Yo.
Bad move. You had it. I'll be wiping off your blood later.
Are they? Yeah, they actually do join them. Yeah, let's reload. I keep forgetting how I keep due to you keep parry and then you can get to knock him out. I'm too used to the idea of if I just spam this, it'll knock him out. My mind just decides to basically think it's another like a cue. Remember Jensen's punches people in the face and they get knocked unconscious. Yeah, I end up just thinking that. Oh, there's certainly plenty here. Do want to see the Outsiders thing here.
Can't keep track of all the decrees. My client's refurbishing a gazebo, adding an exotic southern touch.
I don't get it. When I went to Dunlaw, I brought back a Rivercross shelf to use as an ashtray, because it reminds me of good times. But what's the point of buying wood from a country you never visited?
Lady Shersha has money, so she gets the wood she wants.
We'll go in there and loot his butt. Nah. She just seems to want to cycle. She doesn't seem to have any new information. Drop the guard here. I would move him, but I will know where to. There's a black market entrance over here. Okay. Maybe there will be fine. Come on. Where is it? Just over here. That is very nice. After the whole thing with Jindosh, I need a lot more goblins.
Today's your lucky day, madam. It's the day you get to meet